Hi, welcome to Women Plus Tech podcast. We are showcasing amazing women who are doing amazing work in their careers, changing the future and shaping their society. Today, I'm in Germany, in a town called Karlsruhe, in TYPO3 Developer Days, and with amazing 4 women. Welcome, ladies, and thank you for making time for me. I would like you to introduce yourselves.
Hello. I'm Nadja, originally a software developer, right now working as CTO at Contenance.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi, thank you for having us. First thing, I'm Fjora. I'm a developer from Albania. Currently, I'm a team lead and full stack developer at Contenance, and I've been working with TYPO3 for 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I work as a back-end developer in Munster for a small agency called 𝘄𝑄𝑄𝘁, and I've been working there for 5 years.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Adriana. I'm coming from Mexico, and I have been working as a software developer since 2016 here in Germany. I work for the UDG, and yeah, I'm in love with TYPO3.
Oh, awesome. I'm always get so excited when I see women in their space, because we actually do not have so many women who are doing software development or in IT as a whole. I would like to ask you a question. If you have a most embarrassing moment when you were maybe writing a code or you were working in a project, those embarrassing moments or mistakes that we make when we're starting.
Not only one, a lot. Even now sometimes, the standard ones where you upload the file in the wrong place and you're loading the front end and the file is not showing, or your change is not showing, and you are, why? What did I do wrong? Or maybe missing the semicolon. That's one that happens a lot. I remember one a few years ago that I was doing a Git pull, and I wasn't checking what I was writing, and I was writing it wrong for like 5 minutes, and it wasn't pulling anything because, of course, it wasn't the pull word there. So I think everyone has made a lot of small stuff, but not something catastrophic, not something that cannot be fixed.
Yeah, and I know when you start coding, Git can be so tricky. When you're working on a project and then you just want to push your files or anything on Git, it gets so tricky sometimes, and then it takes a while. Anyone else who have a story to share?
Yes, just yesterday I noticed I did a big mistake. I was super shocked. I was at 𝘂𝘀𝗺𝗺's talk, the security talk, and he showed some stuff there. I will not mention it. And when I saw it, most of it I take care of. But there was one topic I didn't know about. And then he showed it, and my head was running through the last 13 years and running through all the projects, and I'm pretty sure I did one of these mistakes. I will check if it's still there. I was shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, so a classic, I think, for all of us is I was doing something locally, and I was checking the whole time the live system in front end. So I was getting nuts because I was changing the function, and it was not working. It cost me just a lot of time. Afterwards, I was laughing about it, but yeah, this is, I think, a very classical mistake.
Wow.
Yes, it happens very often. There's always lots of things that are very obvious when someone else looks at it straight away and you think you've spent an hour or so on this thing. And of course, the Git problem where you think you've deleted everything and lost it all, but of course haven't. So you just don't know the right command.
But to be honest, not only mistakes. There are times when you look back on your first projects and you say, oh my God. oh my God, what is this?
Yeah, I think everyone actually have that moment. Like even like the developers who are good, they always have that the first project. It's just unbelievable.
It keeps me humble, I will say.
Yeah. But I also have sometimes I watch back at projects I did and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? It was so great. I didn't imagine I can do it.
Yeah. I remember my first one, how proud I was. And then when I look now, oh my goodness, who was writing all this code?
But it's also a very nice way to see how much you grow through the years.
Yes.
True.
Ah, that's amazing. Okay, now, ladies, since we are here at TYPO3, like I want to hear your experiences. What is your first impression when you arrive at TYPO3's Developer Days?
Our first dev days were 3 years ago at 2021 after 1 year working with TYPO3. And our first thought, I think everyone's thought on the team, because mostly our team is 20-something-year-olds. So yeah, pretty young average age. And when we first came here, everyone was, oh my God, everyone is so old. How can we measure up experience-wise with these people?
Yeah.
So there were people here who had been in the genesis of TYPO3, in the creation of TYPO3. So have been working with TYPO3 since its birth. So you were like amazed how much dedication they had put through all their lives in the technology, but also, oh my God, why is everyone so old?
But they were so nice. And this year, the first impression was, I was super happy to see everyone again.
It feels like coming in a family gathering, everyone.
It's like you're coming home. Like for me, it is my first, but I attended a conference last year in Düsseldorf. So, but this is my first TYPO3 Developer Days. Yeah, you can feel the love of the community, and it's like you belong. You feel like you belong. I really like that about the community.
Yes, it's the first time for me, and I felt like, okay, I have been in this community all my life since I was born. It was the feeling like, so I agree 100%.
I suppose the first camp I ever went to, I was kind of intrigued because everyone looked so interesting. You know, this obviously on first look, there's just rows of black t-shirts, but then you look closer and everyone's got quite an alternative style. You know, they're obviously interesting people, and so that was intriguing. And also, it wasn't all guys. You know, it's not like I've been to some PHP conferences where it's very mainly guys, but here I could see lots of groups of women in virtually every group, at least one woman, and that was quite nice as well. And each subsequent camp that I've been to, then it's kind of, I'm just looking forward to who I'm going to meet again and see the faces I've met before, and so it's great.
Oh wow, amazing. Through this Developer Days 2024, did you discover any new tools or techniques that you're excited to take back to your work?
Yes. We got introduced to the accessibility topic last year and also this year again. So we are very eager to continue and make our pages more accessible. We've begun small, but we'll continue to do more about the topic. And we first heard about it here during the Dev Days.
Oh, okay. Anything else? No?
I quite liked the AI talk this morning from Frank Berger. It was about embeddings. So that was quite interesting. And in general, so I was just asking Helmut Hummel about how to design an extension. So that's quite inspiring. I'm going to go and look over his extensions in GitLab.
Yeah, that was actually also like I was I actually liked that talk. I've learned a lot from it because I had questions before that were answered through that embedded AI session. Yeah, it was really nice. And yeah, I'm planning to actually go back and work around with it and see how it works. So another question that I have is if you have any superpowers to help you with your work or anything else, what it would be?
Multiply myself.
I was thinking about that for myself. Oh my goodness. Okay.
For me, it's not related to work, to be honest. It's more like related to life in general. I would love to teletransport everywhere with just a thought. Everywhere in the world.
A traveler.
Yes.
Amazing.
I mean, for me, for sure, like I would love not to need sleep because I'm always like, I'm not a morning person. I need my 12 hours of sleep. So it will be, please no sleep, just learning and working that and having fun in life.
Nice.
I suppose for me, I find I don't have much time. So some kind of way of bending time, I suppose. So there's more of it and expanding it. Don't know.
Oh, wow. I
48-hour days.
That's nice. Do you guys have any role models or mentors at TYPO3 who like helping you to learn or pushing you to do better and become better?
I will say not only TYPO3. I love Susie. I worked with her in the surf camp, so I've loved her experience with TYPO3, and she has so many years working with it. So she's a role model inside the TYPO3 community, but I would love to thank and to tell them that they are my role models in my work day, every day, my colleagues, my women colleagues, like starting with Nadja. I will mention a few names because I just want to thank them.
Yes.
Dina, Ariana, Asmela, Armela, Yasmin, Laura, and Vivi. So all these women work in our company. Our company has a lot of women. 50% of the workforce are women. And you have developers, you have POs, technical POs, you have SEO experts, you have creative team of women. So they inspire me every day because they are, I don't know how to explain, to describe them. They are fantastic women who make my day better by just being in their presence.
Oh, wow.
Let alone working with them.
Amazing. Thank you, ladies.
I mean, for me, it's Anya. She is part of the core team of TYPO3, but also my colleague. And I can't believe how much I learned from her in the short time. And for me, it's also important to find a role model. I hope one day I can be that for someone, because I think in this industry, we need more representation.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to see more Mexicans maybe joining the club. But for sure, Anya.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm in the documentation team, and that was partly as a result. I looked for some way of engaging in the TYPO3 community where there was lots of women, and I noticed Lena Wolf giving a talk on the documentation team. First of all, I thought, oh no, documentation, it's really easy. You know, I'll get involved, but it won't take much time. And then I realized it's actually quite complex because you're contributing to open source, you're using GitHub, so all the normal tools, but just for documentation. And Lena works really hard, but is very welcoming and says, oh, it's fine if you don't have much time. And so that's been really good, a really nice way in. And to get to know another woman who's very technical and interested in these things.
For me, it's no developer, it's Carsten. And I really appreciate how great he organizes all these events, takes care about everything and holds everything together. He is like a heart of the community because without him, it would not be like this.
Wow, that's amazing. I hope they will be listening to this. What advice would you give a young woman or girl who is planning to start to their journey in TYPO3. As we know that we hear stories that TYPO3 is not easy. So what would be your advice to start in a good way? Yeah.
I mean, for sure, number one, find a community. Find a community, and after that, you can do everything you want. So, yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask questions when you find that community. Like, that was something I didn't do in the beginning when I first started with TYPO3. So I would tell them, just ask. Everyone is very, very helpful. You always get a question if you ask on the TYPO3 Slack channel. So just ask, and it's normal to make mistakes. Mm-hmm. It won't be a smooth journey, but just if you dedicate yourself completely to it, you can achieve it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I would say number one, community, meeting other people, and also just stick with it. It will get easier. Just keep going. And it's actually a very interesting IT development job to have. It's the most interesting IT job I've ever had.
Just start and be brave.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Okay, last but not least, how do you want to be remembered in a tech industry or just your life?
I think I will not be remembered at all, but
okay.
I hope every person I meet and I work with will take something from the work with me, which is a positive effect on his or her future.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for me, it's not about like people remember me. It's about maybe leaving a legacy, and so that people use this. It doesn't matter if they know who I am or not, but it's about like what you give, what is gonna stay forever. Because I'm pretty sure in 300 years nobody will know who I was. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. As the girl said, I don't think that most of the people in this world will be remembered after 200 or 300 years. Mm-hmm. But at least it's worth it to know that even with a word or with an action, you've made a positive impact in the life of one person. And maybe why not be remembered in the TYPO3 community as the first team that brought TYPO3 to Albania. So, it's nice.
Yes.
I think just by existing as a female and a developer, I think you make a difference. Because other women will see that's possible to have that life, and women do these sort of things. So just to be there, to stand up and be counted as a developer and a female.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I like that. Thank you again for this amazing. Oh my goodness. It's good.
It was a fantastic chat.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, one thing. 𝘄𝘄𝘄𝗏, what do you want to be remembered for?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Well, for me, I would say just helping others, like with the knowledge that I have, just sharing with other people the important things that will actually help them to move forward and see them like doing amazing things for their lives, for their families, and etc. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thank you so much, ladies. We're hoping that we will meet again to this developer days events or other events that TYPO3 are hosting. There's so many events. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies, for your time and for sharing your experiences with us. To our listeners, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, leave a review, follow us for upcoming episodes. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out. Until then, keep innovating and inspiring.